What's good, Apple Biters? Brian Tong here, back from CES. Now I gotta talk to Shaq and Kenny and Charles.
Well, the Warriors got a great team, but this is a bad haircut in San Francisco.
And even try out VR porn, which, for the record, was rated PG-13. So let's get to the latest, and Apple still doesn't have its streaming TV service set up for the Apple TV, but it's shown interest in buying Time Warner's assets after their CEO told investors he would entertain a sale of the media company, according to the New York Post. Now, Time Warner isn't even up for sale yet, but maybe Apple could work their magic with the over $200 billion of cash they're sitting on. Time Warner's assets include networks like HBO, TNT, TBS, Cartoon Network, CNN, and more. And that in itself, along with its Disney, ABC ties, could help lay down a foundation for the service. But up to this point, talks with Apple and the networks have been put on hold with no TV service in sight. Apple also released a new batch of beta software updates across the board recently. Normally, these updates aren't that big of a deal, but iOS 9.3 brings new major features like Night Shift that uses your iDevice's clock and geolocation to shift the colors on your display to the warmer end of the spectrum. It gets rid of that bright blue light exposure that can make it harder to sleep, and you all know what I'm talking about when you're staying up late at night playing on your iPad doing God knows what. You can keep your notes locked down with a password or a fingerprint now. The News app has become more personalized to your taste if you even use it, and the Health app now displays activity for your health metrics. Plus, Apple apps like Weather and Settings and more get 3D Touch capability for better shortcuts. Now, they're only previewing it for iOS 9.3 in education, but multiple users are finally coming to iOS after being 3 or 4 years too late. Now, we have to imagine this is coming to regular users as well. It really should be a no-brainer. Now, the tvOS 9.2 beta gets features that should have come out when it launched. The biggest one, the podcast app, has finally returned. It's technically in beta and still doesn't have Siri functionality, but get this, the current app will not play any video podcasts at the moment. Are you kidding me? That's still a bad Apple. Bluetooth keyboard support is finally here. The app switcher looks more like what we've seen in iOS 9, and you can now group apps into folders in the home screen, similar to what you can do on iOS. Also, watchOS 2.2 beta now allows a single iPhone to pair to multiple watches, and that has to be great for that iPhone's battery life. But do not fear, you can always slap on their amazingly horrible looking battery case on it. Now, I can't give that thing enough bad apples, and trust me, it looks even worse in person. All right, a new report from the Commercial Times in Taiwan claims an early trial production run of the Apple Watch 2 is expected to start as soon as the end of January. It will be manufactured by Quanta, who is also responsible for the original Apple Watch. Rumors for the new watch include a thinner body, a FaceTime camera, and a Wi-Fi chip for more independence from the iPhone, but still no GPS. Now look, I've actually gone back to my regular watch until the Apple Watch just does more. Also, reports that Apple will be getting rid of the 3.5mm headphone jack on the next iPhone aren't going away, and it looks more and more like it will happen. 9to5Mac reports Apple is prototyping a new set of Bluetooth headphones with a chance of launching them alongside the new iPhone 7. The earphones are said to be completely wireless and similar in concept to the Motorola Hint or Bragi Dash headphones. Apple's rumored wireless earbuds are expected to include a noise-canceling microphone system that will also enable phone calls and Siri without their current inline mic and remote system. It will be considered a premium alternative and will include a carrying case that doubles as a rechargeable battery for the headphones. In fact, Apple already registered the trademark for AirPods 3 months ago, which is what the new earbuds might be called, crushing my dreams of ever having Apple AirBuds that might look something like this. See, I was really hoping they'd make it happen. All right, now, I was in Las Vegas for CNET's annual trek to CES, but I didn't come away empty-handed from there. So here's one of the gadgets that was worth checking out at the show, especially for MacBook users. It may not be the biggest product here at CES, but this is really one of the hottest. This is Griffon's break-safe magnetic USB-C power cable. Try saying that 5 times fast. Now what makes it special, right? If you have something like one of the new MacBooks that's only USB-C, you have a Chromebook Pixel, you want that MagSafe experience. This cable gives it to you. You plug in one end to the USB, and then if you have any pressure, you might trip over your cable. It pops right off and reconnects with magnets and prongs. This is going to be available sometime in April for the price of $39.99. And when you think of all the USB-C compatible products that we're expecting to see moving forward, this is going to be a big thing, and it's here at CES 2016. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. You can email us at theapplebyte@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong with your final Nostratongus questions for next week's show. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all next time for another Bite of the Apple.